Hello, Martin. Hello, Arnold. Nice to see you, Xenia. Drinking some Iron Brew. My favourite soft drink. Used to be Monsters, but I prefer to have a normal heart rate. Otherwise, end up with heart palpitations. Sometimes I have it, but it does the opposite for me. It doesn't. I'm just gonna fix my hair. It doesn't keep me awake. It just raises my heart rate and makes me really tired. It's like an opposite effect. I guess it's a thing it does to people with ADHD. But yeah, you can probably see there, lights kind of bouncing off the top of the tank. Kind of see the tank, kind of not. We're currently treating the tank, but I'll get into that once everyone's in here. Nice to see Stefan in here as well. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, so if I seem a bit low energy, I had a bit of a headache, so I had a nap before the live. So I'll gradually get more awake as we continue. Wanted to make sure I was ready and not dead. But yeah, I'm feeling a little sore, a little achy. And nice to see Joseph in here as well. Joe, nice to see you in here, mate. And yeah, I'm a little achy, a little sore. Has anyone ever played golf? I went on the driving range yesterday and my body's feeling it because I used to go every now and again with my brother-in-law. Nice to see Tommy in here. It's been a while since he's been alive. And yeah, I'm feeling a little sore, a little achy, a little stiff. But yeah, my body's not used to it. It's funny, you can do boxing all this time and then you go and do golf and you realize you have muscles in your body that you never were aware of because you feel the pain the next day. But yeah, I'd like to start off the live anyway with a massive thank you to everyone. We've now reached the 1.5k mark, so we are on our way to 2,000. So hopefully, if we do a big massive push before Christmas, we might have 2,000 subscribers. But the reality of that is the growth has been kind of slow recently with the channel. I'd say the videos haven't been doing as well as they used to, and I guess that's kind of on my part for slowing down, I guess. But I've had a busy period. A lot of you know or may not know that I've started a new job at Wirral Aquatics, and it has been absolutely amazing. And that is no excuse to me slowing down, because obviously that is going to be the reason why I'm going to get more content out. But of course, I've had a whole adaptation period of starting a new job. I've recently not long got back from holiday. And there's been a lot of things changing in my life recently. So yeah, that's kind of just a little life update to let you know. That means you'll have to plan another trip to Amsterdam. You know what? I need to for sure. Nice to see Kim. Nice to see you in here. We do have a new addition to the tank, so I'll show you all this fish real quick. But I'll give you the update right now. Been treating the tank for white spot. Now, I know everyone says, oh, this is a Pets at Home one. It's not the best brand. You should be using API, blah, blah, blah. Every time I've used this, it doesn't matter what brand of white spot treatment, it does the job. And I do the precautions the same. I raise the temperature. I drop the water, put some fresh water in. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've done. But in the meantime, I'll show you real quick. Look at this one. This new addition to the tank. This is a Hillstream Loach, but this isn't a normal Hillstream Loach. This is a different species. Now, I'm struggling to identify it because there is quite a few subspecies. Now, what I initially thought this fish was a red-tail Hillstream Loach, but I believe it is a it's not even a red tail, because like it hasn't even got the like the full black body. So I'm going to try to get an image of it. We also have, obviously, the raccoon tetra. The juveniles that I mentioned in the video, they've been swimming around and they've been schooling about in the tank. So that's really nice to see that they're now partnering up with the older raccoon tetra that I got from Pia, and the baby ones I got from Maidenhead Blackpool. So thank you to Johnny for that. As you can see there, the temperature reading in the back on my Haga heater is 30. So we've raised it up temporarily to try and speed up the life cycle of the white spot. Now, it isn't present on any of the other fish, but it is present on just one. So we're just currently treating that. But yeah, this is our new little Hillstream edition. It's been non-stop cleaning, so I'm really happy with the addition of this fish. Wirral Aquatics is also my boss, Steve, and so far I'll get into that with everyone in a moment on how it's been going in the shop, and how I've been absolutely enjoying my time working in a fish shop. Again, it's been honestly a pleasure, but I'll just show you real quick. This is our new addition to the tank. Trying to zoom in. Annoying, but yeah, these like being in the camera at the moment anyway, in the line of sight. Yeah, I also have the pair of Scarlet Badders. Now, the female was just out in the open, but here's the male. He likes pretending to glass surf because he begs for food. He got some bloodworm earlier, so he's a little beg for food. Glad that you're popping in, Steve. But yeah, let's get talking, everyone. 1,500 lads smashing it, mate. Thank you very much, Mike, or Mick, whatever you want to be called, lad. And yeah, so basically I've been working in the shop now. Let's just remove that. There you go. Yeah, so I've been working in the shop now for 2 weeks. Going to be working again Thursday, Friday this week. So if you are local, if you do want to pop in, you're more than welcome to. It's called Wirral Aquatics. It's in Morton in the Wirral. And yeah, it's been definitely a experience working in a fish shop again. You know, you learn the ins and outs, you pick up on things, and like I think what I'm quite happy about and blessed about is that, or feel blessed about, is that I think obviously I'm learning new things on the job, like all just different quirks and different things, ins and outs, and obviously being around fish all day. Obviously, I've got 2 tanks in my room and I've got 2 of my girlfriends. But being around fish in like a shop, it's different than being around fish at home, because you see different behaviors. You see how fish adapt to different environments. So maybe in a longer tank they'll school in one way, in a smaller tank they'll school in another way. Or picking up on different behaviors of breeding and that as well, because fish have been breeding in the shop. So yeah, it's been really cool to work in the shop, speaking to customers. I was blessed as well to set up the aquascape on my first day. The aquascape has turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. We've added some of them Hillstreams that I was telling you about. We've also got some Pseudogomil luminatus, the red neon rainbow fish. Yeah, it's a dwarf like species of the rainbow fish anyway. They're really cool, and nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And also we have some blue dream shrimp in there as well, and I found like a rare species of otto in one of the fish deliveries, so that's also in the display tank. So I'm quite happy with that setup. There is a picture on my community page of that, and I'll probably do a little video on that tank soon, just like a little talk about the tank. And it's like more of a simplistic aquascape kind of thing that isn't what I've got in any of my tanks. Is completely different, but it's beautiful. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it's very eye-catching, and it's growing there at the moment. So we've got a little Denali CO2 kit on it, and we're going to do a little list of the products used on that. So if you do want to recreate that, you're more than welcome to. I've got 2 heaters in my tank and the water isn't getting up to the temp. One of the heater is brand new. How big's your tank, Rob? And it may be a matter of the fact that if you've got a lid off the top of the tank that, you know, cold air is getting in, it may be a matter of the fact that the heaters aren't strong enough. So you might have like heaters that are too low a voltage to output the heat into the water column. So you need to research if they were the right size heater for your tank. If you've got a big tank and you've got 2 of them, it still might not be enough if they're not the correct size, especially since it might also be down to the placement of the heater. See you later, Steve. It might be down to the placement of where the heaters are anyway. So it's one of them that if the heater is in the wrong place in the tank and the water output isn't pushing the heat round. Oh, thank you for the donation, Mia. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's not a big tank, mate. Both 50 watt. I don't have a lid, so it depends. Are they second hand? Are they brand new? It's one of them. If everyone as well double taps the screen to press the like button, it helps us out massively. It gets more people into the live, into the channel, etc. But yeah, as I was saying to you all a moment ago anyway, I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone for helping us reach 1,500 subscribers. As you can see there, we hit 1K a couple of months ago, and I'm blessed to say that we've reached that. Hopefully, by the end of next year, we'll have 10K or more. I want to go push as much content out as possible. I've got ideas for new content, like maybe a new guys. Just going to let you know now, mods, if you could please be a bit more on top of people in the chat. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get more content out. Like, you know, obviously I'm going to do a display tank in the shop. So that's going to be really cool. Oh, no, I've done the display tank, so I'm going to do a video on that, talking about it, just a little short one, and then we're going to maybe do like a day in the life kind of video, so that'll be cool. Thank you for the well done. Appreciate that, FM. Yeah, I think it's just a placement maybe of where the heater might be. If it's like in a small, like in a corner, you might want to put them by the outflow. It might push the heat around the tank a bit more. But yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, because we've now hit 1.5K as well, we're probably going to do a little giveaway. So I'm hoping to potentially do a bit of a giveaway of merch. So I'll be sending out a t-shirt of the Atom 7 fish tanks merch to a lucky winner. We're going to sort that out, obviously, hopefully by the end of this week. And we're potentially going to be giving out some products of a brand. But again, we're just sorting that out near to the end of the week, and we'll get into that at some point anyway. But yeah, that's the exciting part of reaching these milestones. I'll be able to supply giveaways to you guys for supporting the channel and the love and support that you show me. I will do my best to try and return that favor. Also, to the people who are channel members, we are going to be doing a giveaway as well, hopefully to the channel members. What do you have in the fish tank? I have tropical fish. Oh, thank you very much, Martin, Mr. G, for the donation. I really appreciate that very much. Thank you. Yeah, so in the tank, we have raccoon tetra, so tropical fish. A big placo that's moved. Where's it gone? Huh. Oh, there's its tail. Yeah. We've got corredoras as well. We've got like a lot of fish. We've got almost like 30 fish in here. So it's a nice little aquascape. We've also got another tank over there as well, a little nano tank. Bit of algae in the glass, we need to clean that. But yeah, 2 tanks. And I've got 2 tanks in my girlfriend's as well. So we're going to probably be rescaping them tanks, reworking them at some point. Although, to be honest, I'm really liking the little nano tank. No, not the nano tank. I'm liking the breeding setup that I've tried to do with the Crebensis, but they're just not breeding at the minute. The female seems to be the one that's trying to initiate the breeding with the male, but the male's just not interested. We're feeding high quality food. We're doing frozen food, live foods, dry foods, all the good stuff. Cribs are meant to be one of the easier dwarf cichlids to breed as well, and nothing's really happening. So it's kind of frustrating, really. So yeah, it might be. I was speaking to Joseph about it. He's offered to hopefully at some point rescape that tank, so that'll be really cool as well. But yeah, we've had quite a few odd individuals pop into the live tonight. Obviously, we're doing the short format of a live compared to the landscape one. The landscape ones, I had a guy come in a couple months ago, and this is how knowledgeable he was. Apparently, he said that, oh, why are you doing it like this? You should do it like this. Well, that works for your channel, but it doesn't work for mine. I do the landscape ones, and they're great for doing panels, but when you do a landscape one, it just doesn't get into the algorithm as much as something like this. This is always showing up in the short feed or in people's feed, so it's a lot better that way. I've also noticed that I'm a bit of an idiot because I haven't turned the light on the ring light, so I was wondering why it looked really dark when I was looking at the camera then. So let me just fix that up. Right, there you go. Right, that's better. Now you can actually see my face, my ugly face. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. It's a bit chaotic at the moment. But yeah, we're hoping to get more content out soon. Obviously, working in a fish shop, I'm, allowed to be able to get more content out. There's more fish available to me now, rather than traveling to the ends of the earth to a fish shop to buy one little diddy fish. Now I can maybe order some fish in, or get Steve to order some fish in, or recommend that. Obviously the shop's the priority first, and if it makes sense for the shop. Yeah, I am on the brew, Martin, and it is my favorite soft drink, so I'm on the good stuff. But yeah, we haven't been live in like 2 weeks. Obviously, I've been working in the shop. Got the new fish, the Hillstream. That I can show you now. So it's like a red tail Hillstream. There you go. Hey, see it now. Don't know why the camera doesn't like picking it up. So you see the red on its tail, but as I was saying to you, there's a bit of white spot at the moment that I'm treating. I think the fish maybe was stressed by the move, so it's just kind of on me. So I'm treating the tank at the moment. I'm doing big water changes, but it's a very pretty little fish that has been doing a great job at cleaning the glass in my tank. So I'm probably going to keep on top of water changes and keep on top of treatment for now. But yeah, I'm a little frustrated at the moment because obviously I've got 3 tanks now set up for breeding. The nano tank over there was initially set up to, try and breed the Scarlet Badders, and they haven't been in there too long, but it was actually originally set up for the Tiger Badders. Couldn't find the female, so we opted for the Scarlet Badders. We do have a definite male and female, but has anyone got any advice at all on how to breed Scarlet Badders? I know that they like to lay the eggs under leaves, like the Anubias, or like in a cave or something like that. So if anyone's got any advice on breeding Scarlet Badders, please let me know. So yeah, it's one of them that is probably oh, we've got them all in the chat tonight. Live food is a must. You know what? The Scarlet Badders are eating dry food. I've got them eating dry food, but I am giving them frozen food and live food, so it's one of them. The diddler. Oh, we've got all the characters in the live tonight because we're in the short feed, haven't we? Trust me to be doing a, you know, innocent fish stream for breeding. Oh yeah, because I know that you've got Scarlet Badders, so I think obviously working in the fish shop, I'll just get some live food, see if that'll work for them. Okay. You're right, Muffin. Nice to see you in here. Appreciate you popping in. I woke up about half an hour ago, and I wasn't prepared for the madness of the chat tonight, but here we are. Here we are. Mia, you might have deleted Muffin's. No, untime out Muffin. Muffin's someone that's normal. He's a normal viewer, guys. Bring him back, please. He's just got caught in the line of fire accidentally. If you could bring Muffin back, that'd be great. Yeah, bring Muffin back, please. Oh, Panda Curry is amazing. Harry started with 3 of them, and I think he's got over 30 of them now. So, yeah, they're super easy curry to breed, especially if you've got male and female. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of fed up with the 2 tanks in Mia's. I think she's fed up too. Nothing's really going on. And what is it with the people in the chat tonight? Oh my god. Yeah, so I've lost train of thought now. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I'm fed up with the tanks in Mia's at the moment. She's kind of fed up too. There's been no breeding activity. There's been nothing from the betas as well. The betas are really cool. I really like them. Getting some big trolls can't avoid, you know. Yeah, it's one of them. We're in the short feed. That's why I'm doing the live like this, because you get more people in. But the issue is when you get more people in, you also get more imbeciles that'll leave comments to try and throw me off what I'm trying to talk about. But yeah. So I'm thinking of breaking down the Crevenzas tank. No breeding's gone on. Probably gonna have to get. I might give them to Steve, see if he can get them breeding. So that would be cool if we can get them to breed. I'm also probably going to get rid of the beta tank. I'm not happy with the tank. I think Mia's not happy with the tank either. And I'm not too keen on the tank itself. So it's one of them that's got like the tray on top with the media, and it's pushing the water into the tank like that. And it hasn't got an actual filter built into the tank. So I'm either going to get rid of the tank, or I'm going to cut that section out and put my own filter into it, because it's just like, I think that's why the betas aren't breeding, and I think that's why we're not seeing the fish too much, because the output is like, imagine the center part of the tank, and it's like just a constant waterfall pushing into the middle of the tank. So whenever the fish try and swim into the middle, they just get blasted. So like the water flow is just way too strong, the current, especially for them kind of fish. I've got Emerald Rasbora in there, which are amazing. Really love them. They're nice little nano fish. But they're a shy fish anyway. And then the beta fish, they're a cocaina, and they're not the, you know, the most outgoing fish either. So it's kind of a shy fish tank. There's a zebra otto in there as well. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any breeding in that tank. So we're probably going to break that down, try again, or do that thing that I was saying about the filter. Can I see your better tank? So my better tank isn't at home at the moment. I do have my big community tank behind me, and I also have my Scarlet Badders tank over there as well, little nano tank. I've got 2 Amano shrimp in there, growing them out until they get to a bigger size, and I'm going to move them into this tank because I do have an Apistogramma, and if they're too small, he will definitely eat them. He doesn't hunt the adults, but if they get in his way, he'll maybe give them a little chase. Do you recommend gravel or sand? I guess it's different. Some people don't mind gravel, but if you're looking to keep fish with like whiskers or fish that like to sift through the sand and eat, like look for food in sand, I'd probably say go for sand. But then it's different, I guess, if you've got like geophagus and you're doing like a planter community tank and you're putting like sand in, they'll be uprooting all your plants all the time. So I guess it's down to what you like. Personally, I prefer sand because aesthetically it looks nice. The fish make it their own, and I think it's a little easier to clean as well, in my opinion. Gravel, it's just kind of, you know, if it's sharper as well, it's just one of them that is. Okay. Weird live. It depends what gravel as well, obviously. But he ruined that for himself. I was giving him a good answer then. Oh my god. We are getting the full of it tonight, aren't we, guys and girls? It's just trolls. No, yeah, I know it's just trolls. I'm fully aware. It's just we're getting all of them. Yeah, no, that was a genuinely like good question as well. And he had to ruin it for himself by putting an aubergine in the chat. It's Halloween. Yeah, we've got all the ghouls out. But yeah, channel is growing and we've hit the 1.5. We want to get 2K by the end of the year. If we can, that'd be amazing. If you haven't already, subscribe. Share the channel to your friends. And yeah, the recent video as well, the aquascape that I done. Yeah, hashtag free muffin. Muffin did nothing wrong. He literally said hello and then got banned for 69 K seconds or whatever. Poor guy. Muffin's always shown support in the chat too. But yeah, the aquascape on this tank, I'm happy with it because it's a lot more naturalistic, but who bonked him? I think it was gored by accident, so if you can try and bring him back, please do. But yeah, the video on that tank didn't do too well. What was everyone's opinion on the video? Did you enjoy the video? Did you think the scape was good? I had someone leave a comment that was quite nasty, actually saying, poor scape, really poor. And I was like, okay, but you could have offered some constructive criticism to maybe go, I don't like the scape because of this. Maybe these plants would do better or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man, you're ruining our Canadian reputation. Manager mode, maybe. You are a managing moderator, apparently. Not poor about it. Great scape, great video. Yes, constructive. Yeah, exactly. Like, I prefer if someone, you know, if they didn't like the scape, just come in and, like, say, okay, this is why. And, like, tell me what you think I could do better or what plan to do better. Because I know that we're getting all the weirdos, aren't we? Oh my god. Ah, I love it. Think it's refreshing improvement to how you had it before. Exactly, Johnny. You're a fish shop manager, and like you're like very clued up on like what a naturalistic setup is like, and I think it's a lot more. There's a lot more botanicals. It's just like a large piece of wood that all the fish are living inside. You've got moss growing on the top. You've got all the epiphytes. Okay, there's a fair bit of algae that started at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Keep finding gunk in the brand new fluval filter as well. I don't know what's going on. I've had a bit of difficulty with the setup, I'll be completely honest. I'm not breaking it down again. I'm going to do my hardest to keep this one actually long lasting. Clean your tank, dude. It is clean. I literally cleaned it earlier. But yeah, loads of botanicals, loads of different stuff. Parameters are perfectly fine. Just finding gunk in the filter. Don't know why. Yeah, so has anyone got any suggestions? All right, I feel like someone sent like a raid of people to come into the chat to just repeatedly say weird stuff. And you know what? At this point, I'm just going to blank it. I've been giving it attention, so that's probably why people keep coming in. But at least the mods are doing a great job. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, weirdest live ever. If people go and watch the re-upload, they're gonna wonder why, because they can't see the live chat. They're just gonna see me like reacting to invisible comments. It's quite funny. But yeah, channel member content. Right, let me get into this. I've been lacking. I'll be completely honest. I have been lacking. I apologize. I've been lacking generally with the channel. I'll be honest too. As I was saying to you earlier, I'm trying to get more content out, and I'll openly put my hands up. I need to do better. I've just been really busy, and I keep saying that, but that is an excuse. If there's people that are signing up to the channel and being members, obviously I need to do more exclusive content. Now, if you aren't a part of the Discord, then you probably haven't seen some of the exclusive clips or conversations that we have in the members part of the Discord. So if you haven't already, please join the Discord. Someone will drop the link to the Discord channel in the chat, and if you are a channel member, then we will get you moved into that section. I did upload a blooper to the recent scape. I thought it's probably best not to put that on the channel, just because I swore quite aggressively when I was trying to aquascape. I dropped the plants and was angry, but it was funny. Martin found it entertaining anyway. More bloopers. Yeah. Is there a way that we can set it to subscriber only mode? Has anyone got any suggestions on how I can do that? Oh, here we go. Right. Community moderation. Participant subscribers. There you go. They've got to be subscribed for at least a minute. There you go. Subscriber only mode. Right. That should keep things a bit more peaceful. But yeah, I'm hoping to get more stuff out for you guys. Honestly, the support of people staying members and coming back as members on a consistent basis, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I like so much. Like you don't understand. YouTube is now starting to pay a small amount for me, to the point where I'm able to reinvest any kind of funds from YouTube back into this, setting up aquascapes, setting up tanks, setting up breeding setups. Like it's exactly what I wanted it to do. And people who were here early doors, like Martin, even you, Nona, like you were here early doors too, quite a lot of you. And you're seeing like the progression of me looking down the camera and saying, all I want for this to do is to, I'm getting emotional now, for God's sake. Oh, I hate this. All I wanted to do is to pay for my own hobby, and it's starting to, and it has been. I wasn't able to buy the fluval filter if it wasn't for the people in here that have been members, that have donated, that have watched all the videos, that have shared the channel, that have gifted me things. Like, if it wasn't for yous, I wouldn't be where I am now. and I will never forget my roots. Honestly, I appreciate it. Like Mia seeing me from day one, and yeah, and it's starting to, and it's becoming bigger and better, and I want the content to get bigger and better, and I'm going to be investing as the income slowly goes up from the channel. I'll be investing into, you know, cameras and PCs and stuff like that. I'm trying to get bigger and better, and obviously being in the shop now, that opens so many more doors. I can order plants in when I need, I can order the fish in when I need. Obviously I'm not doing it, Steve is, but you know, it gives me a bit more freedom, a free roam. And does that mean that you own 1/10? Yes, it does, Johnny. And I'm angry actually because a piece of plastic snapped off the intake valve. You know, the thing that slots onto the top of the filter, where you lock down the red part of the filter. A little bit of plastic snapped off. I think it's under warranty. So am I able to like claim a new part off Fluval, or do I have to go and buy that? Because it's got a 2-year warranty as far as I understand. I don't know. They'll probably send you a new one. Okay, well, I need to go and challenge Fluval for that. I'll show you what part snapped off now. So, right. Oh, the Episto's out. There he is, the Honchloy. Oh, and our Placo's back. But yeah, we've got a fair bit of algae at the moment. Still combating that. There's our Loach. I'm terrible at maintenance. Oh, like the guy was saying earlier, clean your tank after I've changed 3 or 4 buckets of water today, and I only do 1 on a weekly basis. So yeah, that's very awful of me. I'm so sorry for not, you know, emptying the tank and taking all the fish out. Right, filter. So I'll show you that part there, little bit of plastic snapped off, and it's that little bit in between. Now it is locked in, it's not flooding, filter's working perfectly fine. I don't know what's gone on. Simply just a little bit of plastic snapped off, but I know at some point down the line it's going to be an issue. My nose is running now. But yeah, let's move on to this tank over here real quick. So here is our little nano tank. Yeah, the EBO, we definitely need to get some more EBO, Mia. The EBO stuff is great. Martin's recently done a giveaway on the EBO in our Discord. So that is a whole other reason as to why people should join our Discord. Bar the community side of things, where everyone helps each other out and has great conversations. Ask them, but any moving parts they usually won't replace, as it can be user error. Always worth a ask, of course. You're risking it with the other hang-on. What, I'm risking having a hang on the back with this tank? The hang on the back's doing a perfectly great job. There's no problem with that. There's been no issues at all. It's been doing a great job. The water quality's fine. But I took the hang on the back off the bigger tank just because obviously I wanted something to overhang on the tank. What do you mean? This hasn't got any overhang. It's completely on the edge. Like, it's perfectly fine. Oh, nice to see you in here, Jack. Great for you to pop in. Just a quick stop by. Yeah, I did try and participate in your quiz the other day, but yeah, that that didn't really work out well. It just kept glitching for me. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jack. But yeah, keep getting little bits of diatoms on the back. Oh, sorry, mate. My mistake. Looked like it was overhanging. No, it's completely flush. There's still like a fair bit. It can go further back as well. I see why my pisto's been flaring up now. Yeah, the black background is peeled up, so I definitely need to get the glue dots back on that and readjust it later. Oh, there you go. It's actually fine. I just need to press the glue dots back in. Yeah, I was wondering why he was flaring up at himself in the corner. No, it's completely flush though with the stand. But this Thursday will be a live aquascaping museum. I need raccoons. The raccoon tetra, can't not recommend them enough. They are absolutely beautiful. Why does the tank look so dirty though? Oh yeah, that's why. We had a lot of eggs on the glass, and the cories have been breeding a lot recently. But of course, Hillstream Luchas probably cleansed the eggs. They bred whilst I was at work, to be fair though. So when I come back, they were cleared off. I might be seeing MD do a live aquascaping workshop on Saturday. Oh, cool. Are you going Belgium then, I assume? Are you going to fly out to Belgium to go see him? That'd be cool. Or is he doing one in the Netherlands? Dutch style. Nice to see you in here, AH Aquariums. I gave you a little sub here. Your video was cool to watch. Appreciate you joining in on the live. Yeah, Belgium. Oh, it's an hour and a half drive. Oh, that's cool. Great. So not that far away. Yeah, especially to go and see MD do a live scape. That'd be really cool. Hopefully you get a video out of that. I mean, I can bike to Belgium in 30 minutes. You might not need to fly. Wow. Yeah, so you're probably wondering why there's a bit of particles in the water at the minute. Obviously, I've been doing a deep clean on this tank. There's a treatment going on and stuff like that. Tank isn't messy. It's actually perfectly fine, the parameters and stuff like that. I do have a bamboo shrimp that filter feed, so having the particles in the tank anyway is good and healthy for the shrimp to eat. Needs some food, don't he? Oh, but yeah, I'm just going to put us back on a tripod now. Yeah, congrats on the first uploads, mate. I know MD is doing Escape with George Farmer soon, which will be good. Yeah, if I'm able to make that, I'll definitely visit. I've seen George Aquascape in person, actually, at Finest Aquatics, I think it was, yeah. It was really cool to be able to watch him scape live, and his knowledge and insight. He gave out some cool, like, prints on, I think it was Dwarf Sag. Like, I think the one I got was Dwarf Sag. He also gave out, like, a free book. Bentozite. I was there as well. Oh, was you? Was this like 2 years ago? So not the one in the big warehouse part. When I went and done the scape, it was on the upstairs. Maybe this is what I mean. It's a small world, the fish world. We've probably bumped into each other before. We definitely have, but we've just not known each other until obviously I've started doing my content. See, I got this book off George. He was giving them out. See this? Has anyone ever read this book? I was on both. Oh, great. Was it that he done that big tank, didn't he? And he had like all the soil like back. I don't think did he use sand? I don't know. Like he had the soil at the back of the tank, and I think he used sand at the front, and then he used like spider wood or something like that, I think, or some like lighter wood. I got them for free with the tropical order. Yeah, I need to give it a good read, to be honest. I haven't gave it a proper read. But there's some like good images in here and a lot of inspo for like some of the escapes. Like, I mean, like, look at that. Like, I can only aspire to do some of these things, but I don't call myself an aquascaper for a reason. I'm not. I could give some away, lot. You should do. People will definitely appreciate them. But yeah, like I don't call myself an aquascaper for a reason. I do aquascape like videos, but Are they really an aquascape? Not really. In the world of aquascape, and any of these people that have done these would look at that and go, that isn't an aquascape, that's just a fish tank with wood and plants in. It's Muffin. I had to create a new YouTube. Did I do something wrong to be timed out? Yeah, Muffin, I was literally telling you, like telling people in the mod section, you did nothing wrong and to try and bring you back. We'll try and sort that out. If you, I'm just gonna, I think after live, I'm gonna have to search you up and go on your channel and see if I can like try and make you as an approved user, and I think that should bring you back. We've got 24 people in here, by the way. Story time with Adam. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't call myself an aquascaper for the whole reason that I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have an idea. I know the rule of thirds. I know like the whole triangle thing. I know like certain amount of rocks or like, you know, compositions and stuff, but I'm not, you know, super clued up with the likes like Joseph and Michael. Yeah, someone timed them out. Gord accidentally timed them out. I'm glad he's back in here now. I was trying to bring it back. It's just one of them. There was a lot of trolls that were in the chat earlier, so he got accidentally banned because he was just in like that feed of like random comments, and he only said hi, so I think it was just a finger slip on Gord's behalf. But yeah, as I was saying, there's some like really beautiful scapes in this, and you know what, I should have been looking at these the whole time. I've been setting up scapes for like some inspiration. Same with the likes of Joseph or the likes of Michael as well. You used to do some beautiful aquascapes, and I can't wait to go around your guys' places and hopefully, you know, do a video on your tanks one day. It'd be really cool to put that out there on YouTube. They're on the back burner at the minute. Obviously, when you guys are ready, you're busy guys and you've got a lot going on. Same with myself. But when we'll get round to doing something soon. But yeah, I'd really love to get some nice aquascape set up. To be fair, whilst I was at the PATS event in Telford, there was a beautiful like Tropica aquascape, and they were selling it for $1,000. It was $1,000, and I would have bought it outright. Honestly, it was stunning. It just had shrimp in. I think it was a 60-litre ADA tank, and yeah, it was stunning, absolutely stunning. Work's going great, Jack. I'm enjoying it so far. It's obviously an experience working with customers again. Obviously, I've done retail at Lego for a year. So, yeah, I can finally tell everyone now openly, yes, I used to work at the Lego shop. I don't anymore. Contractually, I wasn't allowed to, and also for the whole sake that I didn't want people showing up to the Lego shop and speaking to me. It's quite a bit more of a stricter job, a bit more intense. It's a higher level of retail where you're getting reviews all the time like that, and you can't be caught out talking to people. So yeah, I now work at Wirral Aquatics in Morton. So if you want to come visit me, you're more than welcome to. I only worked a couple of days throughout the week, so you'll have to pop me a message. I was going to ask, I was thinking of getting rid of my big cichlids, try and sell them. I was going New Year's, any tips on escape tank now? Yeah, it's one of them. Liverpool One Lego, yeah, used to work in there, mate. That's where I worked. I think I leaked it a few times, lol. Yes, you did. Because I think you did say once, like, yeah, I think I told you when I went to pay a visit to you in Amsterdam. Oh, no, sorry, not Amsterdam, in Rotterdam. Rotterdam, is it where you're close? You're closer to Rotterdam than Amsterdam. Anyways, when I was in the Netherlands, that's when I told you face to face. Think you can overthink escape. In my experience, of course, it's easier and more hardscape and plans you have at your disposal. I've already spent too much. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I like, this is more of a naturalistic looking tank. It's like a slope. It's kind of like a riverbed thing. You've got the water flowing there. The fish are swimming out like there. They're all living in and out of the water between the plants. Plants weren't too great. It's okay, Jack. I just didn't need any washing machine showing up to the shop. I've suffered from the escape overthinking. It's one of them. You can always overthink escape, contemplating or procrastinating what you can do. Then I seen you there as well with my kids very often customer. Wow, oh, nice to see you, Craig. Appreciate you popping in. It's been a while since I've seen you in Model Live, so I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, so you've definitely seen my face a lot, Joseph, before. Or Joe, like, you've definitely seen me in person. We've just never... Maybe I've said hello to you as well, but we just didn't know what each other looked like. Or maybe you didn't know who I was or whatever. Vice versa. Early morning for Craig, indeed. That's why we do these lives at 8 p.m. anyway, because I feel like it's a sweet spot where you get a lot of people all over the world. This is like 8 o'clock at night in the UK. Oh, it's very early for you, Craig, so I appreciate you popping in. But yeah, we get a better sweet spot. Are you looking to do more escape videos? Am I? I am, but I've got 4 tanks, and I'm only staying with 4 tanks. So, yeah, I'd like to. But it's just getting the right... I think we need to redo the Crabenzas tank, the 60 litre Mias. I think we need to do the 30 litre tank, which is the beta tank. So we're going to redo them. I might even get rid of that beta tank. I'm not a fan of it. I think I've decided I just don't like the tank. The light isn't too great. The filter isn't too great. And the glass is scratchable easy. And when you've got a cat that likes to jump up and swipe at things, it's only going to get more scratched over time. So I think I'm going to have to sell that. Yeah, so I think I might get rid of that tank. But yeah, world is too small. World is definitely too small. As in the new year, if you want the content, I will be scaping my tank. It's a 5 foot by 2 by 2. Oh, cool. Cool. Be definitely great to see the progress of your scape. I feel really bad, Muffin. We're gonna try and bring you back after this live. Someone leave a reminder in the Discord for me, because obviously when we do these lives, I'm thinking 100 miles an hour. So we'll sort that out and bring your main account back, Muffin, because again, it was just an honest mistake on the side of Gord. He was just moderating, and so was everyone else. And there was a lot of trolls earlier. I think it's balanced out now that we've got some normal people. I had people tell me to fart into the camera, and aubergines getting commented, and all sorts of crazy stuff. But that's the penalty of doing a live in the portrait mode, in the short mode, because you end up getting shown to more people, but you also get shown to more trolls. It's standard, innit? If you want to come round and do it for your channel, I will be happy to. Yeah, I mean, that'd be really cool, Muffin. Where are you based in the UK? And we can maybe sort something out at some point, because that'd be really cool to do for you. Wirral? Oh, yeah. Sure. Well, that's nice and easy for me. I'm in work on Thursday. Could pop over tomorrow. Or we could plan something out. Follow my Instagram, Muffin. It's Adam7Fish. If you give me a follow on there and we start exchanging messages, we can maybe sort something out through Instagram, and we can fix something up for you. It must be difficult how you constantly create new content. Can't be original. Yeah. You know, thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's difficult because you're always under the microscope. Muffin is timed out, so he should be good tomorrow. Double check with the hidden user to be sure. Let me check. Blocked words. Washing machines. I forgot that's one of the blocked words. Okay. Yeah, I can't see it at the moment, but we'll try and sort that out later. I think it was only a timeout, but it was a long timeout, so we'll try and fix that for you. Being creative on YouTube is difficult. Don't worry, it's all good. I don't want to dominate the live. Oh, no, it's completely fine, mate. If you give me a follow on Instagram, as I said, or send me a message, we'll sort something out together, and we can maybe start planning on how we're going to aquascape your tank. Will I get a saltwater tank? I'd love to, but I work in a tropical fish shop, so it'd be a bit more difficult. And I'm not too clued up. So one day when I get my own place and we set up a fish room, I will go into saltwater just to, you know, try it out because I think it's something that I really would enjoy. But yeah, give me a follow on Insta. We all have that conversation and plan it out anyways, and see what you'd like and what fish are going in there, etc. I'll be there, Jack. Just looked into it. It's so close. Would be stupid to miss it. Yeah, well, send some videos into the Discord, Stefan, and that'd be really cool to watch and see. Maybe I could make some shorts out of it. It'd be great. But yeah, it's different. Like talking about YouTube anyway to everyone here, like on a personal way or speaking directly to you, it's difficult getting original content out because when we've been viewers for such a long time, when you've been watching the likes of the Fish Shop Mats, when you've been watching the likes of MD, when you've been watching the likes of Aquarium Co-op and Stephen Aquatics and Aqua Pro and King of DIY and so many channels on YouTube. There is so many Fish for Four, all these channels. It's hard not to take inspiration and use them as a way to get your own content. Aquascaping videos, they're influenced by MD and others, or by George Farmer and stuff like that. But you got to put your own swing to it, your own identity into it, and that's what I try and do with mine. I think it's been doing well. Obviously, the last video didn't do too great. Don't know why. It's just the world of YouTube. Sometimes a video will hit 3K. Sometimes you'll get 100. It's one of them, or even 10 views. You never know. So it's difficult really to get original content out, and I put a lot of effort into the aquascaping videos because like I see them as more of like a premium type of video, because obviously it's premium for me. It's like a whole new setup. It's original. I've got to think about it. I've got to put a lot of effort into it. I've got to film whilst I'm setting up escape. I find it super stressful filming whilst aquascaping. It's so difficult getting every single part in right, and then not and like cutting all parts out. The recent video that I done, if you drop it in the chat, put the link to the chat, the video for people in here. That aquascaping video, it was over 45 minutes long, and I cut it down to 9 minutes. It was difficult. Mia was there. I get really stressed. I get a little angry sometimes. I get frustrated, and I'm trying to get it right. I'm like thinking, like, oh, this isn't going right. Oh, the wood's floated. I need to sink the wood. Oh, I've got to glue this down. I've got to plant it there, or replant it, or get new plants. It's so difficult. And then that's why I've done the 1 month later part of the video, because a whole lot had changed. The plants all melted. I had to replant all the crypts because they were dying because they weren't in any light at all. They don't mind low light, but they also need a little bit of light. So that's why I don't want to do a video when scaping. It is difficult. It's really difficult. So props to anyone who does it. It's stress. So especially in this room, look at the space I've got. So look, this is what I've got to work with. I've got this narrow little path here to do this tank. I've got a hunch over there, and then I've got that there. That one was easier because I've got a bigger open space. But even then, I've got a doorway. My room's not big. So I'm aquascaping in like a tiny room. So props to the people like MD and others that have like a shed or small fish room. Because like you've got to scape it all whilst hunched over. I'm in pain for like a couple of days afterwards because you're so crunched in. It's so difficult. Yeah, I even found it more difficult is live streaming and scaping than making a video. The thing is as well, when I aquascape, if I'm not filming, like I was blessed to do it, and I got a lot more freedom whilst I was doing it in the shop, and that's why I enjoyed it. I had unlimited supply. I could walk over to there, pick whatever wood I wanted, pick whatever rocks, pick whatever substrate. All the plants were there. I was blessed. I could do whatever I want. All there, and I don't need to worry about the cost because I was doing it as a display tank for the shop. But as doing it for myself, I've got to make sure I've got the money. I've got to make sure I've got the right equipment. I've got to make sure that I've got the right light. I've got to make sure that I'm, and then even then, I haven't used a full bag. I used literally maybe half, if that, for that scape. And that bag was about £10 or more. Then I also bought like a substrate. Yeah, I got gravel. Bought 2 bags of gravel. Johnny's fault. Scatter gravel. And even then he used a lot of it, and people were like, oh, they were leaving comments about it. I'm like, man, get off my back. I'm not sure you understand how difficult it is to get an aquascaping video out. Hand in one hand. Yeah, exactly. A tripod's a blessing, but I'm blessed to have Mia and my cousin who helped me out with that video. Having the gimbal and walking around and getting them different shots, because I'm filming a lot of stuff, and You can't get them shots. I don't know how MD does it. I think, well, to be fair, he's got a couple grand camera, equipment, really good PC. He's been doing it longer, but he started where we did. So editing everything on your phone, doing your thumbnail on your phone. It's one of them. Yeah, I think most people don't understand how much work it takes. Yeah, literally, like it's difficult, honestly. So when people are asking for aquascaping videos, I wish I could get them out every week. The fact I've got 4 tanks, appreciate that. I had the Fluvaflex for 5 years until I started YouTube. 10 minutes on YouTube was an entire day or week for me. It's just one of them. It's so difficult, so difficult. So I appreciate everyone's support when we do get them videos out, but when you get them comments of people saying, awful skate, do you not understand the effort that goes into that? No, you don't. It's easier for you to leave a bad comment. And I'd rather prefer if you don't like the skate, if you don't think it looks good, let me know in a more constructive way. Say, I don't think the skate's good because of this. I think maybe next time you should do this, and I'll take it into consideration. But if it's just a hate comment, then I'm not going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to go, it's just a person hating. Got to escape a tank at the shop every week. Oh, I'd love to. No, I'm completely fine about the comments. It's the world of YouTube. You know, I signed up for this to be under the microscope, to be under the magnifying glass, to be, you know, in the spotlight. And that's what I signed up for. And this is just my way of like saying to the people who are subscribers and the people that are closer to me, like is in the chat, we speak quite often in the Discord and stuff like that, that this is, you know, how it is. But it, you know, even Jack, with Jack doing it longer than me, and the people who create content in this chat, it's difficult. It's a total process. You do things, you make part and spin. Exactly. And top 5 videos, I struggle with them too. And they're easy content as well, because you've got to make sure you put the right requirements. I messed up on my recent top 5 video. I weren't too happy with that. I had to correct myself in the chat. It just fell through. It slipped through. But the issue is that if I don't do the right readings on a fish, someone goes and buys that fish because, you know, sometimes people see face value and don't look at any further, and they see that Adam 7 Fish Tanks, the guy that they watch on YouTube, has done that, and then I give you the wrong reading. You could be buying a fish, and then I'm responsible for that downfall. It's difficult. Top 5 videos do well, but it's also difficult if you give people the wrong advice. So being clued up is kind of stress too. Working in the shop is a way to push myself and try and learn and give the right information. Doing it in the shop too. I'll tell you this, we had a busy day the other day. Steve was in the back, and there was a customer asking me how to set up and cycle tank. During that, we were very busy. It was Sunday, and I'm speaking to 10 different people at the same time, making sure there isn't a kid, you know, doing this over there. But that's the nature of the job, and you've got to work in chaos to be able to thrive. And I love working in high pressure environments because it brings the best out of me. But that was difficult because I was trying to tell someone how to do a nitrogen cycle, how to set up a tank. And they were saying, do we have to do the sand? Do we have to do live plants? Well, you don't have to, but I highly recommend it because it's better and it's more rewarding, and I think it's better for the fish. Rather than having a SpongeBob pineapple with a bunch of sharp fake plants for your beta, and it might, you know, cut its fins and get damaged. You know, I prefer it to be like soft, real plants with a piece of wood and sand. But that's my opinion. Fish keeping is like art. It's subjective to anyone. And what works for you is what works for you. And what I say is what I think, but that's my opinion. And we're all entitled to our opinions. People in the chat, they set up tanks with rainbow gravel. I'm not a fan of rainbow gravel. I think quite a few people aren't a fan of rainbow gravel. But if there is a little girl who's 8-year-old and she wants to set up her first fish tank, she wants a rainbow gravel with a little unicorn in. And that's okay. You just got to make sure that the fish is well looked after. Simply. But of course, scape tanks, natural tanks, stuff like this, stuff like that. I love that way more, and I think it's just better. But I started with a SpongeBob pineapple. We all started with something that we're not proud of. Unless you're Jack and you're in the Netherlands and the standard of fish keeping is unbelievable and you start with an aquascape, then, you know, you're a bit more blessed than others. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, Using real plants is easy mode, less maintenance, looks better. If you want to do more maintenance, go plastic, but not for me. Exactly. You know, it adds oxygen to the tank, cleans the water, just better. Just love it. It's amazing. Obviously, algae, plants might melt. Bit more difficult sometimes with certain types of plants, but you know, it's just one of the things. It's all down to personal preference. I started with live plants, but also started bikini bottomed in my fish tank. Yeah, exactly. It's we all start somewhere, don't we? I think it'd be fun to go crazy with tacky tank contest. Yeah, you know what? That'd be cool, just for the entertainment. I definitely want to do I've done the rate tanks thing, because I want to do like a fish tank review thing at some point. Guess where that's from? Original? Is it original? No, it's Fish for Thought idea, but I'll do my own spin on it. It's just the world of YouTube. We take inspiration from others and we do our own take. I'm not going to do fish tank review. I'm going to do rate their tank. It's just a different take on it though, but of course it is inspired by him. I'm not going to do the Minecraft video, Minecraft music or whatever, but that's the world of YouTube. You know, we're inspired by others to do our own thing. But it's fun, isn't it? Would love to see your take on a chav fish tank. Oh, a chav fish tank. What you mean? Like, yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Same. And you know what? Doing a video of that's difficult. I tried to do one where I was reacting to TikToks and I was just scrolling through. And I got really frustrated quickly because I didn't want to be exposing people's TikTok accounts to be open to hate. And I didn't want to be doing it without their consent either, because then you end up, you know, roasting someone that may not know better. So that's why I've kind of put it off, because I don't want to go on the internet and be very opinionated and grilling people. Because although it's entertainment, that could be someone's enjoyment. And I'm taking that away from them. And then they're like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. So they pull out of the hobby. Like, it's difficult. So in the world of fish keeping, I think there has to be a lot more constructive feedback. Whether that's a comment on a YouTube video or a comment on someone's Facebook post. You've got to make sure that you're giving the right advice too. You don't want to just be grilling someone for the sake of grilling someone. Do you think Harry is locked? Maybe he has. I don't think so though. He got actually no. He did start with fake decorative stuff, but in a year of fish keeping, Harry has done better than a lot more people than I know. Oh my god, his tanks are beautiful, and the fish he's got. He knows things about fish keeping that I don't know, and he's been doing it less time than me. And that's why we need to be respectful. If we've been this hobby longer than others, we don't want to be sat there with our, you know, Gandalf staff with a big white beard and my big thick glasses looking down my nose at you, telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I'm always open to hearing different opinions and takes and things off people who are new in the hobby, because maybe they have learned something from their mistakes that I may not know because I haven't made that mistake. Or maybe I made that mistake a long time ago and forgot. That's fish keeping for you. You're always learning. You're always finding new things out. It's the way of fish keeping. And there's got to be another side to him. No, I think Harry's just a really genuinely nice guy. We need to try and support Harry to get content out. So if we can all spam his shorts on his channel and drop the link to his channel and try and get him back into making videos. We need him back. Need him back making videos. He's having a rough patch at the minute when it comes to content creation, so give him some love. Also, AVscapes, my good friend Aaron, who lives in Canada, who is now a married man with a son. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. He started the journey with me early days. He was my first collab, and we aquascaped that shrimp ball. I don't think he's doing YouTube videos at the moment, but he is on Instagram. So if someone could please drop the link to AVscapes in the chat to his Instagram. Give him a follow. Tell him Adam7 Fish Tank sent you. And tell him to get more stuff out. Because he's now back, but he is doing other things rather than fish now. He's doing terrariums. He's doing frogs. He's doing lizards and geckos. See you later, Jack. Thanks for his one and only video is a tour of my fish room. Yeah. So AVscapes, go and give him a follow. Go and tell him that Adam7 Fish Tanks sent him and that I haven't forgot about him. We have spoke briefly. Life's been busy. His life's been busy. Much love to him. AV. So A. So it's A V Scapes. So Scapes. AV, yes, AV. He might be changing his name soon. He said he's not going to do YouTube for now, but I'm sure if everyone gives him a load of love and support, tell him that I sent you and that we want him back on YouTube making content, I'm sure he'll come back rather than later. I better go. The other half is due home. Yeah, go and get that washing up done, Martin. Thank you for the donation earlier, and I really appreciate you tuning in. The lives flew by. We've had a really good one. Started off with a lot of trolls and weirdos, but it's the game, innit? Be murder. But yeah, need to get more videos out. It's difficult, as Jack said. New ideas coming soon. Gonna do a day in the life fish off video. Going to do a tour video, or not a tour video. Going to do more videos with Steve. Going to be doing a giveaway hopefully by the end of the week. Going to try and sort that out and see what I can do. If I can try and get merch sent out to someone, I can. It'll only be one for now. I haven't got a lot of money at the moment. Will someone drop the link to who? AV or to where? The Discord? I'm unsure. But yeah, I'm trying to get more stuff out. I mean, it's difficult. I tried to find his channel. Yeah, he's took his channel down at the moment. So he hasn't got a YouTube channel. He did. He took it down because he had a lot of stress. So he's Instagram only at the moment. But yeah. So there's not many votes left in here. So we'll move over to the nano tank now that the light's gone off this. Right. You might have seen AV Nona, but it was a while ago. Quite a while ago. But yeah, I think we'll do this. We'll talk about nano tank. There you go. There is the Pitbull Placo. I'm gonna do it from here. I don't know. There's the baddest, the male baddest. Oh, look at him! He's found a bloodworm. That's what I love about these little baddest. They absolutely love bloodworms and live foods, and with them being a micro predator too. Really fun to watch them go about the day. Have we got our... Oh, there's the Amano shrimp as well, if you can see underneath. I'll try and get that. There it is. You see the Amano shrimp in there? It's mooching around, having a little graze on the algae. We've got two in there. Trying to grow them up to be bigger and chunkier to put in the bigger tank. We had some really strong algae, and we still got a bit of it on here. Do you see that? I chopped the plant off, but you see that? It's like a sludgy stuff. That's growing fine. I need to probably pull that out, that bit. The Kabomba. I almost said Kamboba again. Kabomba. It's been hit and miss in this tank. Funny enough though, the mini super red, I haven't been able to make it grow this good in any tank, so it's living the best life in here. Salvinia's doing great as well. Yeah. 0 CO2 in this tank. And I've got Monte Carlo. Got literally just the occasional liquid fert. Same with the other tank too, although the plants aren't doing too great in there, so probably... But yeah, this is all just literally aqua soil, root tabs, and liquid fert, but that's about it. The Monte Carlo is growing amazing as an epiphyte. It's doing really well. I'm like really proud of this tank because it's the most stable tank I've got. No issues at all. So the light I've got on this nano tank is the one that comes with it. This is a Superfish Scaper tank. Same with that one, but I replaced the light on that because the light just wasn't that great on this setup. And that's an RGB, so that can grow better plants. This one's just literally bright light, and it does the job. How long do you run your lights for? So I run my lights for around 8 to 9 hours, or 7 to 8. Yeah, this one sometimes does amazing. Oh no, it is doing amazing. I don't know why it says sometimes. whereas that one isn't. There is obviously the one thing I won't be afraid to show you is that there will always be algae apparent on your plants. But the light's doing great. Obviously, it doesn't look super bright. If I just push the Salvinia back, there you go. It's really good at growing the plants. These are like fast-growing plants in the back anyway. Algae is under control. We've got some algae eaters in there too, the Amano shrimps. And we've also got this Pitbull Pleco. I absolutely love this fish. So much personality on this little fella. And of course, we've got the two bathers. But that's it. The stocking level isn't huge. It looks after itself. I trim the plants every couple of months. I've only ever done one clean on the hang on the back filter as well. And I probably need to do a little trimming of the algae on the leaves. But again, the algae only grows when the Salvinia isn't there. So the Salvinia's grown back and it's taken over again. So we're going to probably have to pull this out soon before the tank gets too dark. But the crypts are doing great. All the epiphytes are doing great. The plants in the back are doing great. And the fish are doing great too. We just need them to breed. But I'm really happy with the Nano setup. I'd probably say that's my best tank. This tank right here is my best tank. I'm happy with this tank. It's still going through its phase. Obviously, we're treating the fish in there. But it's not perfect. This tank is the closest to perfect I can get. Even though there's bits of algae and stuff like that, I'm really happy with it. It's super stable. It's super low maintenance. I think I've only done 3, apart from the first week and the initial setup, I think I've only done 3 to 4 water changes in the couple months that it's been set up. Whereas with this tank, the bigger tank, I'm doing way more on it, and I don't know what's wrong and why I'm having to do so many. I don't think it's the parameters. I think it's just more I've had filter problems, but with the 107 I've had less problems, and I think I just need to sort that out. It's kind of a Pandora box theme going on. Yeah, it's just one piece of wood that's like that, and I've just planted a load of plants on it, and it's looking great. Really happy with it. So yeah, but I appreciate everyone tuning in anyway. We've had the Superfish lights are really strong. I have Escape 45 by the dimmer unit. Yeah, the one advice that I have to you with the Superfish lights is that get the official dimmer for them. Otherwise, you may void the warranty when the light breaks. Because that's what happened to the light over there, and that's why I eventually bought the Hygge light, because the light broke because I had a dimmer that was a Night Crew one rather than the Superfish one, and then suddenly 3/4 of the light stopped working and only one side was working. Just kind of happens. Not box light, Avatar. Oh yeah, Avatar. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I get what you're saying actually. Yeah, all the greens and stuff like that. Yeah, should have named it the Avatar tank. People have already done that on YouTube though. But yeah, much love to everyone that's been in the live tonight anyway. We've had a really good one. We've almost went 80 minutes doing this. We've had donations, hopefully new subscribers, a lot of trolls, a lot of different people in and out. But I've really enjoyed this one. Giveaway hopefully by the end of the week, if not next week. We'll sort that out. Going to try and give some merch away to a channel member as well as part of the giveaway. For reaching 1,500 subscribers, and it's onwards and upwards going towards 2k. If we can get 2k by the end of the year, that'll be absolutely amazing. Hopefully by the end of next year 20k, but that's down to me to getting better videos out, more content, more higher quality content for you guys and people and girls. And yeah, much love to you all for tuning in. We've had a good one. Appreciate everyone that's come in, the usual faces, the mods, the new faces too. I love you all. Thank you for joining in. Really appreciate this. We'll have a chat over Instagram Muffin and sort out escaping that tank for you. We'll have some chats and possibly a Christmas gift soon. But yeah, much love to you all. Thanks Arnold as well. You're always in here talking to the Discord. If you haven't already joined the Discord, someone drop the link to the Discord in the chat, and we're very active. I speak to people on there back and forth, and we have great conversations and able to give better advice, so you don't have to wait for one of these lives or video to comment on. And yeah, much love to you all. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care. See you later. Have a good night, day, wherever you are. Peace. See you later.